I'm in a bikini bottom right now. It's a lot happening right now. I forgot my shoes at home, and now I got my hee-hees on. Yo, what's good, Steph fam? My name is Eileen. I'm here with my girl,
Liv.
And we on another episode of Talkin
on Business. In this show, we'll be talking about cultural topics, trending news, and getting into the nitty-gritty of the real things that impact our lives.
Don't forget woman empowerment.
Clock it!
She said take your time. Can I have some lip gloss? Sorry. So let's start off with a drink.
And a clink.
And let's get into our trending topics.
Okay, so our first topic is kind of serious. We're gonna start off a little slow. George Foreman died.
My king of the grill.
King of the grills. The air fryer before the air fryer. The
ninja before the ninja.
Rest in peace, George Foreman.
Rest in peace.
You had the black community in a chokehold for a little minute.
All black.
Shout out
households.
you.
Yup. So everyone's talking about this fitness influencer who's doing the absolute most with his morning routine. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, it's funny that you said that. I was actually just watching it.
Oh, word?
He starts at 3 something in the morning. 3:52 a.m. This is just an example for you, Dre. He wakes up, takes off his mouth guard, gets the toothbrush, brushes his teeth, then suddenly backs out sparkling water in his bathroom.
Saratoga sparkling water.
To drink
to
it.
To shake in his mouth.
And then spit it up.
Let's start from there. We could start like that.
Then he walks outside, does some push-ups. Then he just booty squatting like. He suddenly got like a nose thing on right now. Like it's.
Oh yeah, he had that nose thing on for like 6,000 hours.
Like you really can't breathe.
Like he literally put the thing. I don't know what that was, but he put it on his face like this. Stuck his face in the bowl.
Yeah, that's what we're at in the video. Actually, I can't.
Oh okay. That. I didn't even peep. Hold on.
The Van Cleef. Oh.
The ring? To just go pull up some curls?
The Cleef is frying me.
It was this for me.
I was running double
hard. Just.
Nah, this is so bad.
It got it for me when they was just cleaning the pool. And he's doing the absolute most.
Who did he ask to record this? I need to know.
Oh, it was the banana peel, and then he
no. The
banana peel, and then he goes. What does that help with? And he's. Thank you, girl. Please.
All right, let's unpack. No, I don't feel like that was a really realistic fitness routine, one that anybody would follow or be influenced by. I definitely just think it gave people a good laugh.
I don't know where his friends are at to warn him about how this video is not related to a single person, because I don't know who getting up at 3 a.m.
I mean, you know, making friends as an adult is kind of hard. You don't know his situation. You don't know what he has going on. He might not even have friends to tell him not to do something like that. Cause you tell me, right?
Hell yeah, I would tell you. Girl, 3 a.m. 3 a.m.
I just have to make sure you check your people.
Right. Make sure you got some good friends in your corner.
By your side.
By your side.
Watching your back.
Catching your back.
And your front.
Fall on front.
Yeah, I think it's hard to make friends in an adult.
Yeah.
You personally? No.
Yeah. Yes.
But
why you say no?
I don't know. I like talking to people. So like even like with class, like when you came in, we were all strangers. Like we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We met each other at a party. And, and then you came to class, and I was like, "Is that Key? Is that her?" And it was her. And I snuck around the boards, trying to like figure out when I was gonna say hi. I was plotting. Hi. I was. But I did it with everybody. Like it's kind of just like,
bro.
Just say hi.
I didn't expect it.
You know?
I didn't expect it. I think for me, I'm like an extroverted introvert. Like I'm in my head actively warning myself, like I'm not fitting into this specific like status quo, or like I'm not relatable, like or whatever. And then I'll meet somebody, like somebody will have the confidence to come. That's why I appreciate people that come up to me, because I tend to come up to them a lot. But when someone comes up to me, I'm like, oh, I could be the extroverted. Okay, bet.
I feel like the hardest part is breaking the ice. That first initial interaction, and that's what stops a lot of people from being able to make friends. Because it's like, well, what if I smile at them and they don't smile back? Okay, so then they didn't smile back. Move on. It's okay.
I think that's my
The
thing.
next person might smile at you, but that's the thing. You can't do that because everybody's different. You never know that if this person doesn't like you, that the next person not gonna like you. That the next person could be your best friend in the entire world. I
don't even know how, like, that's so hard to process. Like, you want to be friends with me for more than like 3 minutes? Like, that's so crazy.
Oh, like 3 minutes would be like an acquaintance if we're gonna be technical. Like,
all right, a couple of hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, but it's just like, I don't know. I think it's more of like the confidence in the relationship. Like, I just have such a heavy, like, oh, I'm getting all deep right now, but I get like sentimental about my friendships because I love them so much. And then as days go on, especially in adult friendships, like, you don't see each other as often as you would see them in school. So when you're out in like
friendships.
Yeah, like, that's what I worry about in here. Like, I really want people to understand, like, you could holler at me whenever. I will be there. I mean, my schedule is always buns, as you can tell. I got my hee-hees on, but literally, like,
she got her shoes.
I forgot my shoes, so, you know, shout out MJ. But literally, like, I feel like sometimes it's so difficult for me to feel like, yeah, you know, they still see me as a friend unless, like, I see them.
Yeah.
And it has to be often. Like, sometimes the inconsistencies in time lapses my judgment on how people feel. And I know I shouldn't, but it's so crazy. Like, it's something I deal with personally.
I don't think you're alone in thinking like that, though. Like, college, school, well, like school as in like high school in the previous years, and like just having clubs when you're on teams and stuff like that, you make friends, one, because you're around them for so long. Like, you really have no choice but to kind of like somebody around you.
Yeah.
But when we move away from that, when we have our work schedules, we have
Our work schedules.
Wait, a moment of silence for our work schedules. Moment of silence.
Sorry, that was the angels.
Anyways,
Sorry.
like I would say, so like being an adult, like you have your work schedules, you got to take care of your house, you have to do so many other things and worry about so many things that you're not seeing your friends every day. Like, you can have your calendar open with your friend and be like, what about Tuesday? Oh no, Tuesday I have this. What about Wednesday?
Girl.
And then you're going, and it's like months are going by and you're not seeing your friends. But that doesn't
November
mean
27th of 2026.
But it doesn't mean you're not friends though. And that's a real thing. Like, that if somebody's not in the forefront, it doesn't mean that you're forgotten. It just means that there are other things going on. Like, in adult friendships, the smallest thing could mean the world. Like, just sending somebody a text being like, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, I hope your day's going well. That's still showing that you have that connection, that I still care. I still see you. We're still here.
Reassurance.
We're just not here. Yeah, I do think that with adult friendships now, that extra reassurance to show that, like, we still have that bond and we're not just kind of like going our separate ways. Yeah.
I'll be feeling like that.
Helps.
I felt like that with you.
I know, I heard.
I felt like that with you.
You ain't bring it to my face.
I didn't, because I don't like the confrontation. I also feel like an idiot for thinking like that, because it's like, you clearly don't feel that way. But again, like, as somebody that values like the love language of words of affirmation from like my upbringing and stuff, like, I need, like, people don't understand, like, I need the reassurance. And I don't think it comes from a space of insecurity, but rather, I mean, I guess there is a little bit of insecurity, but it's just because it's like, it's a newfound friendship. Like, time is so unreal. Like, I see this girl so often now, but I also want to make sure.
A week.
Yo, sometimes 5. Anyways,
what's your 5th day? Not important. Not important.
I see her a majority of my life, and I just want her to know, and I want all my friends to know, and just anyone that I come by, that, like, I really love you. I really love you. Like, I appreciate that I can be a friend to somebody. Like, there's something authentic and real about the fact that, like, you actually want to be in my space, and that, like, you're not feeling like annoyed by my presence? I don't know. Like, I like that. I like to think that I matter to you. So.
And I also think it was really important that you had a space to, not to find me in, but like to find a friend in. Like, if you just had work, go home and do whatever, like, you know, go to the club or do whatever else you do in your free time. Sorry. You should not just be going to the club in your free time.
You really
Disclaimer, my bad, y'all. Hold on. Like, I didn't mean it like that.
We're just 20-something.
We're just girls in our 20s. Like, there are other things to do. Go to the library. Go to the museum. Like, my bad.
Cafe, like, quick.
Sorry.
We'll do that when we're older.
Like, yeah, no, I lost my mind for a second. So they saw through me just now.
Saw a lot. You see right through me.
She literally just says, how do you do that? We could have at least did that.
I needed to be the bars. I was gonna give you that moment. That's what I want you to have in your friendship, in my friendship with you. I want you to have that moment.
Okay. I also think it's really important that you had a community to find a friend in. Like, if you just had your day-to-day schedule of going to work, going home, and then like what you do in your free time versus knowing that you're coming to SOB and that there's going to be an array of people, an array of new people, because we're getting up there, y'all.
Yeah.
We're getting up there. Y'all see all them new people we got? What? But it's... Sorry, you got a little excited. Shout out Trey. But yeah, no, like, it gives you a place of security, a sense of, I know I belong here with these people, and even if I don't know everybody, I could get to know everybody and meet new people every single time I'm here. Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, y'all. In case you were wondering, we're here.
Yo. Trey gonna love this.
So I really appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing your feelings about your anxious attachment styles and how hard it is, or how hard it can be, to make friendships in the adult world. And I definitely think that you disclosing your anxious attachment style highlights the significance of knowing your attachment style when it comes to maintaining adult friendships. Like, if you're an anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, or is it disorganized attachment is the last one?
No, the other
I believe so. Psych minor, y'all.
Hello.
Educated. But if I'm wrong, I mean, I guess comment down below if you feel strongly about it. Yeah, like, you can comment down below if you feel strongly about it, but...
Nah, for real, Liv, let's lock in. Really, what's the goal here? What should the viewers learn from this?
So happy you asked that. I have it written down.
Wow, where did this from?
Right.
Houdini
So,
who? Oh.
Houdini who, for real.
Houdini who?
So, honestly, making friends, you gotta go outside. You're not gonna make any... Well, okay. To my gamers, I'm not coming for y'all. But if you want community and you want to actually be around people, you have to go outside. You have to find some type of hobby. Go to a cafe. Become a regular. Like, you have to
join SOB.
Hey! You have to join the world. Be of the world to experience it. You can't just watch it through Instagram. You're not going to get anything out of it. That's number one. The second one. Oh, right. Look at that. What did it say? Put yourself out there. Don't be scared of rejection. If somebody does reject you, that's just a redirection. It's not a closed door. Like, it's for you to go somewhere else, to be cared for by somebody else somewhere else. There's so much more out there in the world for you. Like, you don't even know. You can't set your own glass ceiling. Like, go through it, please. Also, don't overthink things. Don't overthink things.
Okay, I learned my lesson.
If you're living up here, you're not out here. You have to talk. If you are concerned about something, you're worried about something, you have to unlearn those behaviors and be able to have those hard discussions and still feel like you have a friend at the end of it. Like how Eileen is able to tell me when she feels a certain way about how I move with my attachment styles and how, you know, my affection, lack of it. But you have to be able to have those discussions. You have to know and be confident in yourself and in your relationship and bond with that person, that you guys can handle that and grow from it and be better from it. And then what else? What else is there?
You could also practice a skill that I learned.
What?
I feel because and then the action, rather than directing, well, because you did this, I feel that.
You know, and I've heard about that.
I use that. I try to use that as much as I can.
No, I've definitely heard that, because it's like, instead of trying to assign an intention to somebody's action, you can just say, well, I feel this way, da-da-da-da-da, and so that you guys can actively work through it, so that it's not just about you made me feel this way. It's like, no, maybe that you didn't
was
even
a
actually do
balance
anything. It could have all just been up here, but I feel this way. Can you clarify it for me? So the goal for the attachment styles, secure attachment style. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Out of the 4, we did what? Secure, anxious, disorganized, and avoidant. Anyways, like you have to understand that you got to learn to communicate your needs and wants to your friends. Nobody's a mind reader unless there's something I don't know. But don't tell me that you're reading my thoughts.
Hold on.
But you read.
You were saying, but you know, I just read her mind. Next.
Love you, friends.
I love you too.
Let's lock in. So it's about learning how to communicate your needs and your wants. Nobody's a mind reader. You have to literally say what you mean, say what you need. And if they can't give it to you, then they're not meant to be
there.
It's really that simple, and it doesn't have to be that hard. And also, in adult friendships, you have to understand that distance does not mean a lack of love. Everybody's going through something and living a different 24 hours than you. We don't all have access to the same 24 hours. You have so many outside things that you have to understand that, hey, maybe they just need me to send a nice word out. And if I miss them, I can just say, hey, I miss you. And it doesn't have to be any type of like feeling behind it where it's like, hey, I miss you and I feel like you don't, da-da-da. No, you never know what somebody's going through. Hey, I miss you. Are you doing okay?
We need a pillow for these gems.
Okay, clap. Hey.
Clap it.
Really good one. You should write that down. Later. Anyways, so yeah, no. Put yourself out there. Be your most genuine self, and I promise you, the people that are meant for you will be there for you, and you will encounter them, and you will know. You'll know. Thank y'all for tuning into our segment today. We're going to shift our focus to a cause that's near and dear to our hearts. It's Autism Awareness Month. We're going to pass this off to our community chair, Deja, who's going to cover and share some stories that are hopefully going to tug at your heartstrings and brighten your day. Yeah. Stay tuned. Cut it.